Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be removing the bumper on the BMW E63. As many of you guys know, this car has a broken bracket on one of the headlights, and we now have the new headlight and a new side marker, which is on the passenger side on my side, which we need to replace. The side marker is actually badly condensated, so that has to come out. And the headlight isn't sitting properly because the bracket probably on the headlight is actually broken. So we need to get them out. We've got the new ones here. So we're going to take off the bumper and replace the parts on this car. We also need to replace the washer jet nozzle because it's been missing for some time, and it's what sprays up to actually clear the headlights and clear the Xenons to stop them missing up because of the heat the Xenon headlight produces can actually deteriorate the plastic, so it's to actually cool them down and obviously wash them so your visibility isn't reduced with using Xenon headlights and other people can see you. So let's get onto this video removing the bumper on the BMW E63.
Goddamn, get it done, will ya? Woo. When the blow up now, everybody's so unusual with it. Shit. But said times in his rhymes cause his memories. We running through New York.
Okay guys, so we're going to start by removing all of these Torx bolts here that hold the bumper on to the actual frame. And that's all them bolts out. They're all the same size, so you can't get them mixed up either when you put them back in. So now them ones are out, what we're going to have to do is lift the car up, raise the car so we can get to the bolts. The Fender bolts, which are underneath, we're going to have to unloosen them. I believe they're an 8mm. We take them out, and we also have to take the ones off from the lower bumper as well, which hold it underneath, so we'll have to unloosen them as well. So let's get the car up in the air. So guys, we've also got these Torx bolts right here. These are T20s. They're literally hidden behind the flaps that many of you guys know already go missing all the time on E60s. We're just going to remove them and take them out. That's one of them on that side. And we've got this one here on this side. Take that out, and then that's them two bolts out. You don't need to be removing anything else. That's the bumper already loose. Many people say you're meant to release them, but you're not. These are for the intake ducts. You do not have to take them off at all, which will be all these little clips here to get the bumper off. Okay guys, so I've took off the wheel, and now we need to get under here to release the bolts that are literally directly under here. So we need to take this fender out. So once we've got that all out, we can usually just pull this out up here, just like that. And we've got one more up there. And this one holds the bumper in place as well. And you can see there, we've got another one directly underneath here, which we're going to be removing. You can see it just below. That's the one that clips the bumper to the corners, to the wing. So we're going to be removing that. So I'm going to just unbolt that right now. So if you can see in there, this is all the bolts holding it to the bumper. You've got another one directly under here, which I believe is an 8mm, and you've got the headlight right there, which is bolted onto the bracket. What we need to do is get this bumper out of here, but we're going to have to be careful because it's actually bolted up here as well. So we need to get that one out so we can pull this whole bumper out of the side and be able to get to it. So now we've got that out, as you can see, that's the bumper released this side. Now just behind the fog light cover, you will have another T20, which you just take out, and that will move the whole bumper towards you, so it comes off. Now let's go to the other side. This is the most side we need. This is where the headlight is completely deteriorated. Get this one off. And now we'll get the wheel off so we can get the other bumper clips out. Okay guys, it's the same thing on this side. Just remove all the 8mm tappet screws, and then just take the two top bolts out up here, which you'll remove at the top here. That holds the bumper to the fender, and then that's it. Bumper should be free to come off. Now what we're going to do is just take the bumper off, just like this. So here's the washer, guys, that I'm going to be installing while we're here. This one did have one, but it broke off. So we've just got to take it out. That's the new washer jet installed. So guys, now we've installed the new washer jet, now we've got to remove this headlight. And if you can see already here, it's broken off the bracket, which I thought already. You can see it right here, bracket's broken, and that's why the headlight's moving. We need to get that out. So to get to the Torx, which is at the back here, we're gonna need a long extension. And just to unscrew the Torx bolt. We've also got another one at the bottom. Which we've now got. Put them up here. And we can bring the headlight forward and we'll take all the connectors off this. And that's the headlight out of the car, guys. As you can see how badly damaged that one is. And as I said, the bracket is completely broke off the side. So now what we've got to do is get this bracket off, which is just an 8mm. Just like that. And now we're ready to install the new headlight. Okay guys, so what we're gonna go ahead and do now is we're gonna reinstall the headlight on my driver's side, which was the one that was actually damaged. It's all out of there. We got everything properly back together. Also after the video, I changed all the side marker bulbs. So as you can see there, the bulbs actually took out and you can see how white they are and faded. So I've actually put brand new orange ones in. We will be testing everything before I put obviously the bumper back together, making sure everything works, making sure everything goes correct. Before you actually put the bumper back up and get everything bolted back, I want to make sure bulbs are working, because I've also put in a new one of this, which is the Angel Eye marker, which is the LED ones. You can see here that they use the same ones as the E53 on the E63. So I've just put a new one of these in. The other one did have one already, but this one never. So this is the new headlight. You can see here, we've got the new one with the brackets on as well, which are right there and obviously there. So it'll bolt in properly. So we are going to go ahead and bolt it all up. But as I said, all bulbs have been changed. So everything should be shining perfectly orange when we use the side marker. And it shouldn't be an MOT failure. How these didn't fail MOT for not being the right color is unbelievable. Discolored, but these are completely discolored, and this would have failed on an MOT straight away, because MOT testers do pick up on this when they go around to look at the side markers and see these bulbs are gone that color, like literally deteriorated. So we're just going to go ahead now and just plug it all in. So I'll just plug the connector in just like that, and then we'll plug obviously our Angel Eye plug in, which is right here. Just plug all that in. Now we'll pull it into position. And if you can see there, we have to just get it aligned with the brackets, the holding brackets, which we can right here. And now it's in a line. We'll just put all the bolts in so it's ready. So we'll just put our 8mm in firstly, just like that. And we're going to put all our Torx bolts in. So there's one under the bottom here, and then we need to go and put our other two in, which is obviously one on the top. And then you've got one bolt literally underneath, which you can get your hand to, around here, which you have to get to the front. And as I said, we'll tighten all that up once we've tested it. So I'm just going to put the lights on now so we can test it. So you can see there, they're fully working on that side. You can see there, that one's working as well. So now I'm just going to test the side markers, and you can see how nice and orange they are. Same for that side. That one's nice and orange, which they wasn't before until I've changed the bulbs, and now they actually ain't discolored and will pass an MOT like that. So as you can see guys, everything's working perfectly. We've reinstalled everything on the car. I am going to fast forward this bit, reinstalling all the bumper, because many of you guys saw how to remove it. And it's simply the reversal of removal just to fit it back. So if many of you guys want to know how to refit it, you can just rewind this video and just see it. It's much easier than me slowing this whole video down, showing you guys how to refit a bumper. So let's get on to refitting the bumper and putting everything back and seeing if it all comes into alignment properly. And then that's it guys, that's how you will change the headlight on a BMW E63. Just remember, you have got an AHL module, which is an adaptive headlight module, which sits underneath. Some of the second-hand ones will not come with that module, so do make sure to remove yours. This one actually did come with the igniter and the bulb, but I've also got a spare from the previous headlight, which I'll keep, just in case this one was to go out, so I don't have to buy a new igniter, because they're very, very expensive. So I've got a new one on the side as well. If I ever need it for any of the sides, I've got one here. But that's how it's all done, guys. So now we're gonna put everything back together. So you can see here now, guys, bumper is back on and is all complete. We've just got to put on the little bits at the bottom, which I'll do later on. But everything has come out perfect. Now, obviously, because this bumper on this side's been hit, it's never going to be perfectly flush on this side of the bumper, which is what I always expected anyway, because it has had an accident. Therefore, this bumper is always going to be out a bit until we get it corrected, which I've got to get repaired. And obviously they'll refit it when it probably goes to the body shop. They'll take it all back off anyway, so that's why I'm not really concerned about realigning it perfect now, because it's going to be coming back off to have all the bumper redone. It's not a job that can obviously be done with the bumper on the car. I'd rather have it taken off, because it all has to be sanded down and left, and probably I'll just have it all fully resprayed just to be better safe than sorry, because it's got stone chips on it anyway, so I'm going to have it all fully taken off. But this is how you'd re-put the bumper back on, guys. Very, very simple. And as you see, guys, I'm very happy now the new headlights in. It looks much better, and it's now solid and holding, not wobbling about as it was before. So there you have it, guys. I've now shown you how to remove and replace your BMW E63 bumper. Now, obviously, the only reason I had to do this was to replace the actual headlight. But to actually get to the bulbs, there is a flap behind the wheel arch cover that you can just easily remove with two 8mm bolts, and you'll be able to access all the light bulbs just from behind there without the need of removing the bumper. I only actually had to remove this in order to replace the whole headlight, because the brackets were broken. But if your headlights have gone out, you have got a flap behind the wheel arch, you would have seen it when I was screwing up them 8mm bolts that you just take down, and you can get to every bulb you need to, even your side markers and even your Xenon bulbs as well as the igniter. It's very, very simple to do. Obviously, you will have to remove the wheel. You won't be able to do it with the wheel in place, because it will just be hard to see and very fiddly to do. If you take the wheel off and jack up your car, you'll be able to get to it very, very easy. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope this video is going to help a lot of you with your BMW 6 Series. This is BMW Dr. Dean here, and thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.